Dear friends, welcome to day 25, the 25th straw in the 25 straws for the Lord's manger. A reading from the Gospel according to Luke. In those days, a decree went out from Emperor Augustus that all the world should be registered. This was the first registration that was taken when Quirinius was governor of Syria. All went to their own towns to be registered. Joseph also went from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to the city of David called Bethlehem, because he was descended from the house and family of David. He went to be registered with Mary, to whom he was engaged and who was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for her to deliver her child, and she gave birth to her firstborn son, and wrapped him in bands of cloth, and laid him in a manger. Dear friends, wishing you a very blessed Christmas. As we have come to the end of the straws for the Lord's manger, today for us to just think and to pray and to give this last final straw for the Lord's manger as we pick him up in our arms and we spend time today cuddling Jesus. I remember going to a home where there was a tiny baby. I think the child was barely a few weeks or just a month or so old. And I generally I'm not a very big fan of tiny babies till they go into a few months and then they react to what we are doing. But the parents asked me, "Father, would you like to hold the little one?" I couldn't refuse, so they gave me the child to hold. I held the child and I looked at the child, and from somewhere the child smiled. And that kind of caught my attention. And after that, I found it difficult to let go of the child, just because the child smiled back. But that feeling of holding the little baby was a very blessed feeling as well. To just hold and know that you're holding an innocent little child. During this Christmas, every day we've been putting one straw for the Lord's manger. Today, as we've come to Christmas, can we pick the Lord from the Lord's manger and hold him in our arms, cuddle him for some time. Today, spend that time with Jesus. We think of the Blessed Mother, and the Blessed Mother had so many things happening around her, things that surprised her. There were the shepherds who came and would give the message that the angels spoke to them and told them about the Messiah that was born. After some days, there would be the 3 wise men, sophisticated people, intellectuals, who come and kneel down and they offer the gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But the Blessed Mother had eyes only for Jesus. Just imagine her cuddling the Lord, and how many times she would have cuddled the Lord. When she nursed him, when she held him, she smiled at him. And those very intimate moments, even in our mind, it kind of creates this very blessed feeling, how the Blessed Mother would have cuddled Jesus in her arms. Well, for us, today on the day of Christmas, I think it is so blessed if we can spend some time cuddling the Lord. To have eyes for Jesus. There'll be a lot of things that happen around us. There'll be the gatherings, the parties, the friends who come, the relatives, and enjoy all of that. But in between, like a mother is, whose eyes are always, even in the midst of any celebration, a mother's eyes are always on the child. The little one going to hold, going to cuddle. And that is how it should be for us today. Try to find that little bit of time in between all the time, every 30 minutes or so, to just cuddle Jesus in your heart and tell the Lord, "Lord, it's beautiful to have you here in my heart." Let Jesus then become the center. In the midst of all the gatherings and the enjoyment that you have this Christmas day, keep telling Jesus, Lord, I would love to cuddle you for some time. Let that be a beautiful straw that you give, the final straw to Jesus, holding Jesus dear to your heart. We've made these 25 days. We started out with many. Many fell on the wayside, were not able to complete the 25 days. You have completed the 25 days. So for you, cuddling Jesus now makes more sense. Looking at Jesus even in the midst of all the gathering makes more meaning, because we gave Advent and the preparation for Christmas a very deep spiritual meaning. Lord, this Christmas day I pray for all those who journeyed through these 25 days. They made an effort to know a bit more. They made an effort to be closer to you and make this Christmas more meaningful. Look kindly upon them, and as a Christmas gift, O Lord, bless their families. That's my prayer for them, O Jesus, that as a Christmas gift from me, my prayer will be acceptable to you, a prayer for their family to be blessed. And let that be your greatest gift to them, your presence in their heart and in their family. Amen. These 25 days as we went through, someone very beautifully followed the 25 days and made for each day the reflection that was given made a little what would you call this, but a little remembrance of the 25 days. So there are 25 of these that person has actually made the effort. And so that's day 10, it's the candle of hope. There's day 5, the baker, and each one has the memory of what was done. But it just taught me that how seriously some of you have actually taken this whole 25 days to journey through these 25 days, and bless you for having made that journey with me during these 25 days, the 25 straws. You can be proud that it was your own straws, not something that you just found from somewhere and placed, but your own straw that Jesus is sleeping on during this Christmas. God bless you.
The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. They will get up and so